I want to give you a demonstration of some improvisation. We've covered building blocks of improvisation, knowing the fretboard, feeling fluent on the fretboard, not having to guess where the next note is coming from. That takes time. Really knowing the song, having this melody internalized. Some practice methods of noticing the chords as we travel improvisationally within the song structure. Really not thinking about the melody, just thinking about the chords and wanting to communicate the chords, knowing that we can hear the chords in the notes we're playing. We also talk about offering some variations of the melody as a way to practice improv, again in real time. Maybe a slight bit of targeting within this, but really trying to engage that improvisational spirit and notice that momentum. If things change, I'm not going to fight that. A lot of this may feel conscious at first. Anything we do that's new when we're practicing can feel conscious and probably will feel conscious. We'll make some mistakes. We'll have lots of trials and lots of errors. But the point is with practice, these things can feel more automatic and show up less as a conscious decision, I want to do this here, and more like an automatic informant of, this helps me reach a goal that's happening right now. I notice this, in the jam session, and I feel that this can happen, and you just do it. Again, just like in our communication, we don't necessarily think a lot of times what next word is coming. We're just reacting to the environment around us, or what was said before we decided to say something. That's how improvisation can feel. Obviously, I'm demonstrating improvisation here, so I'm a little more conscious than I might be in some live situation, or if you see me on stage. But I just wanted to offer that, in full disclosure. So we have the tune "Bury Me Beneath the Willow." It's in the key of D. So I've got my capo here on the 2nd fret. I'm going to be playing out of the C position. And the things that I want you to notice and play here as I'm improvising. Again, I'm a little more conscious about this, but this is the way this is going to happen improvisationally. I'm just going to kind of get the ball rolling and see what happens. I have no idea how I'm going to get through this exactly. But I do have kind of these things that I want you to hear. One is, again, this is in the key of D, capo, 2nd fret, the C major scale, or certainly as I travel away from the capo. Everything I need to kind of find that momentum and ride those waves is going to be in the D major scale. Again, the major scale of our key center is the primary informant, and I'm going to display that here. What's going to happen, this song happens 3 times through. That 3rd time through is you're going to hear me explore more on the fretboard, where my goal is not the melody, but it is just to hear those chords. Again, that practice method of just noticing the chords. You're going to hear me attempt that here in my improvisation. The 2nd time through, you're going to hear more of a notice the melody kind of intent, where I'm going to, I think because this song is kind of slow, and again, I know this melody, I don't have to look at a tab, I don't have to wonder where the next note is coming from. I'm going to enjoy some of that space. And I'm going to try some cross-picking, some improvisational cross-picking, where I'm combining melody and chord recognition. And the 1st time through, the way we're going to get this started is just to enjoy the melody of a good song. I am going to improvisationally just play the melody, but again, my goal is to keep it simple. I'm going to sort of appreciate the space. I think that's a good strategy for improvisational practice, even if we're playing something simplistic, to notice things like, the beauty of something like this, how the space kind of allows maybe a listener to absorb what's been happening. And then when we start doing some of the more complex things as we travel through the other 2 times, they feel a little more earned, those moments that feel like I'm ready for something different now. So I'm hoping that we hear that as I demonstrate some improvisation here with "Bury Me Beneath the Willow." 1, 2, 3.